So guys, Mr. Peter Obi has come hard on INEC Mahmood after seeing what happened in South Africa. So guys, South Africa had their election, and I tell you, you need to see the level of, maturity. You need to see the level of technology that was involved. You need to see what happened in that election. Nobody is heading to court because everything was transparent. This headline says, election plagued by fraud, irregularities, despite $1 billion expenditure. Obi knocks Mahmoud Yakubu, praises South Africa transparent electoral process. Nigerians, why is Nigeria's own always different? You could see live updates coming in. I mean, at the collation center, people were well seated. The screen was just displaying the updates of election results coming in. There was no glitch. There was no, we don't have password. They didn't tell us to upload and not to upload. There was no, the server is down and all that. So South Africa conducted their election in a very mature way. Results were sent in electronically, and everybody was seeing the updates live. At the end of the day, they summarized the results as fast as they could. They announced the winners. Nobody's heading to court. Everything was done transparently. But look at Mahmoud. Those of them that have collected whatever they were being given, and they came out to tell Nigeria that, they had a glitch. Nigerians, we had a glitch. Can you imagine? The giants of Africa keep having glitches while other small countries keep scaling. Look at other countries in Africa. Everybody is struggling to meet up with the Western world. Only Nigeria keeps sinking. And I tell you, many people are now waking up. There is this campaign that is going on. I mean, Nigerians, angry Nigerians who are not happy with what is happening in the country, they've taken it upon them to go to the streets, to go and educate the ordinary people. Tell them how much the senators are collecting. Don't forget, Tinubu said they cannot afford to pay 100K to workers. But you could see them, commissioning vice presidential lodge that cost Nigeria 21 billion naira. But they can't afford 100K that can only buy you a bag of rice. So guys, it is time for action. Take a look at how these patriotic Nigerians, they've printed out this salary, the earnings of the senators, and they are using it to go tell the people at the grassroots level why this government have failed. I mean, this government has failed. They failed. They refused to pay workers common 100K, but they built a house for one man for 21 billion naira. Nigerians, this is worrisome.
Supposed to go around to the citizens.
Now then they chop
on their own. So in the next now they say there's no subsidy anymore, but we are still buying fuel in the higher price. So if there was no subsidy, the fuel is supposed to come down. The money they are paying for subsidy, they are still paying that same money.
You bust my head now. You don't understand me. You know where we're supposed to carry this something outside? It's when the fuel high.
Yeah.
Right now we're supposed to bring out this. Everybody must come out in mass that we cannot buy that fuel in that price.
Yeah.
By that, supposed we fight this fight now, everything will be down.
Yes, I get you.
Me. All of us just sit down and think Nigeria was happening.
Yes, and we dey suffer. So you dey say we sit down and say nothing dey happen, but we dey
suffer.
And we dey suffer. Now my sister they try to let you know now.
You understand me? They increase their only.
Hassan. So you don't see this way they happen here now. How these people they take share our money. Our politicians they take share our money for Aso Rock. But we they say make we dey they suffer. Yes. Yeah? Yes. Tinubu 1 billion naira for only one man, only Tinubu 1 billion. Shetima, they use 20 billion builders for Shetima. You understand? So you see how they suffer. So how you see this government? If you speak outside,
ya kamata su taimaka mana. Kaga na farko muna da yara, akwai mata. akwai yara 14 fa kuma yanzu ga kuɗin makaranta ga tsadar rayuwa ga tsadar abinci kuma yanzu ga yunwa ta yi yawa mu da taimakon da muke nema su taimake mu.
So now wetin you want make government do for you now? Wetin you want make people do for you?
Gwamnati ta taimake ni da abin da Allah ya ga za ta bani. Ta taimaka mu. Shi da yara in biya wa yaran makaranta.
To ba masala. Make I buy you more. Eh?
Let me leave you with this last video of this guy who has spoken passionately, you know, about his country, Nigeria, considering the role Wole Soyinka is playing amidst the youth crying, you know, for lack of employment, for hunger, crying out. Wole Soyinka is not playing the father role that he's supposed to play. Take a look at this lamentation.
I have a proverb. They say, Tebiba wonu, oromi okin wo. When you translate that properly, what it actually says is that rationality ends where hunger begins. When you now have hunger unleashed against a wide swath of the population, what you will find eventually are gridlocks and chaos. My own preoccupation is to ensure that the Nigerian understand exactly who to blame for what is going on, so that he doesn't turn against his fellow victim. It is possible that you might have military adventurists coming in to cash in on the popular disaffection. But even those would inevitably be proxies and members of this ruining class. The reality is that we are gradually entering an unsustainable cycle where there is bound to be a gridlock. I am careful about what I speak to these days. That's why I've been largely quiet for some time, because I do not want to stand accused of being the one who incited a riot. I'm not interested in riots. Protests do not interest me. I am interested in a revolution that sweeps away this decadent order and hold it and every one of them to account. Let them account for the humongous stealings. Let them account for the evils they have done against the people. That interests me. Pockets of protest here and there, yeah. But they are merely, you know, when it's going to rain, you see flashes of lightning. You hear rumbles of thunder. There might even be a few scattered showers here and there. But there is a deluge coming. What will catalyze it? I have no idea.
It's too much. This suffering is too much for this country. Please, if government work, if they cannot protest, we Yaloja, we go open our nyash, we go open our press, we go protest. Too much suffering is too much for this country. For before you win, we go suffer. The suffering is too much. Please, madam, find solution for this things. It's too much. Gary 2,000 naira. Since when my father bought me, I did not buy 1,000 naira pence of Gary. The selling is 2,000 naira now. It's too much. The savannah is too much. Even say the rice, the Rika one rice up to 1,200 naira. For what reason? It's too much, to buy meat. Even the pama say just rice up. Two fish for Chicago, 1,200 naira. 3 of Philippines.
A part of that speech provoked me, where he said that the provision of a suitable residence for the vice president was not merely a matter of convenience, but a symbol of respect for the office and the individuals who occupy it. Politicians who have presided over poverty and unemployment and widespread insecurity still want to have respect from the citizens that they have pauperized. It doesn't matter to these politicians that over 60 million Nigerians are on the brink of starvation. It doesn't matter to them that thousands of small businesses have folded up and that millions of young people are desperate and hopeless. To these politicians, you are not empowered citizens with rights. You are merely helpless subjects who should be grateful for the scraps that they dish out to you. But they forget that economic stagnation and starvation will always radicalize citizens and breed extremism. That's why you see the preponderance of violence across our country. That's why you see the rise of non-state actors everywhere across Nigeria. They forget that the people who have nothing to lose will have no other option but to revolt. That's why every day you are in traffic now in Lagos, you have people trying to pull away your side mirror to break your windscreen just to get something out of you. If people who have nothing to lose will have no fear revolting. How can you have a country where there is over 40% of food inflation and the priority of the elite class is to be funding white elephant projects that add no value whatsoever to the Nigerian people? Yet they have kept tariffs high on the importation of food. The Lagos state government last week cut off the 25% subsidy on public transportation, even though it has now more revenue after petrol subsidy was ostensibly removed. They can't even subsidize 25% of public transportation. Saboda Allah, saboda Annabi. Subhanallah, saboda Allah, saboda Annabi. They cannot even subsidize 25%.
So guys, you can see it for yourself. Honestly, I don't even know what is going to become of this country. Tinubu said he's coming back. Tinubu said he's coming back in 2027. Nigerians, that should worry you. That should give you some concern. These people are already plotting. You know these are politicians. They don't have shame. Despite what happened in the last presidential election, they are ready to give Nigerians a reputation of that. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Please don't forget to comment and like, share this video and subscribe. Thank you.